kind of a thing. Hi. Hello. How's it going? That's Fluffy.
We have vet shadows today.
Well, that's cool. Well, that's Fluffy. I need chicken sitters too when I go to the beach. Need somebody with a summer little summer job.
Ouch! Did that hurt you, little camera?
A little. It scared me more than it hurt the camera. Look, Fluffy's like, what's that? Is it a smash?
That's not gonna work either. You'll hold it?
I'll hold it.
Kind of, she was really quiet yesterday.
Okay.
And,
All right. We have
maybe
two
she's
girls
fine.
over here in the corner. I'm gonna drop this down and I'm gonna put it up on the table. We're gonna play with it for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Well, what you on that side? That way you get the good camera angle.
And she seems really
That's the
alert,
butt.
you know. She's in a
Hi, people. Bye, people. There's the fluffy
Now,
chair.
what I want you to notice is our stance is twice as high as it was last week. Okay. So she's able to stand this much higher. She's a lot more
Okay.
curious this week. I think her eyes are brighter. I am seeing an improved chicken.
Okay.
Okay. And she has actually gained some weight too.
You think? Because
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my gosh, she needs an idea or something. They all seem really thin to me. Like when you see them wet or you
Mhm.
touch them, I have like maybe one that's a meat bird, but they seem pretty strong.
Fluffy.
And then I was wondering,
Fluffy!
she's so sweet.
She is.
And you
She's
see,
doing good.
Fluffy has scars because she was attacked by a raccoon. Look at her lower back, and I thought maybe her tendons got whacked. That was like a hole, like a golf ball down there.
Well, I don't know if this is,
And
sure, her tail does tend to go to the left a little
Yeah,
bit.
she's
but
a little-
that could be part of the scar tissue.
So she's a tough guy. She's been through it, which I can't believe she made it, but she did. And I had to keep the flies off the whole 9 yards. That was a to-do. And she became very tame during that. But yeah, I was like, I guess if her
Oh my.
everything gets a little more
Okay.
pink.
Oh.
Giving them the syringe is a pain.
Oh, I know. Just hold still. I need to look in here.
Gape stuff. Ugh. So I just thought maybe, I don't know.
A lot
Her
of
color
stuff.
looks better.
A lot of
she's
stuff
pinker.
came off of him. Oh my. What if she actually flew
She's a
off?
wiggle worm. She might.
No.
Jump on the girl. Jump on the
No.
girl. I'll give you $1, chicken.
And what about, is this something I can do topical
You know
or
I'm playing.
in the water to do
He's mean.
outside parasites?
Um,
I mean, you said she had something, I hadn't really, and I looked at him
He's
around the
mean.
event, I hadn't looked under the wings, I hadn't done much, I mean, it's been insane with Madonna and stuff. Hey, but you said that, I think that feels good when I tickle her.
I want a GoPro.
right there.
So, I don't know that it's been a big, heavy thing, but I thought, put it this way, like, it's hard to get stuff, and I'm just like,
There-
I need to just, if
there
I'm
are
throwing
topicals
eggs
you can
out, I
use.
need to just do it and just get everything.
There are topicals you can use. I have heard of people using Frontline Spray. One of my best friends swears by Seven Dust.
They live in my neighborhood.
But Seven Dust is an organophosphate, and so I would do some research and find out what they're using that's working best with the topical stuff. But the good news is none of these mites that are on there are the kind that are usually like flesh biting mites that I can see.
Okay, it's not like she's
These
got
are
an
just feather mites.
infestation pulling all her, yeah. Okay, so, I mean, it could have a little bit of everything. I never saw anything in their poop.
But like I said,
Like
most of the
online,
parasites, most of the
sometimes you
worms
can, and
are
I'm
microscopic.
glad, but, I look online and it's like I have to change the, and so I was glad, but, and she had really an old lady, what's a normal, and I thought maybe, well, she just seemed to be having a harder time than the other one.
I just think she was the one that was the worst.
Okay.
It was cool. It was like
I'm seeing a major improvement.
going.
But
Okay,
I'm hoping she
well,
poops
that's
for me
good.
so I can do the sample just
Yeah,
to make
well,
sure.
she, I just put
You
it in
do?
here, so
How
I
many
could
you
just,
have?
People,
My dad always
She had,
wears
I
like
mean, whatever, I
40
just picked
because
her
they
up
never
and-
really make it to the end.
she
'Cause,
probably
you know,
picked her up. So what is the normal lifespan for a kept pet if they're not in the weasel coop? Because that's like one day. That one could have gotten into
I
the
can't believe you
manger.
actually called it the weasel coop.
Well, you sounded positive it's a weasel. That shocks me. I mean, no, I have never heard of that.
Is that
I'm not feeling any this time.
I mean, it's messy out there too. Trying to dry it out a little bit.
Okay, we have done so much to the chicken genome, okay, that, you know, fryers, and it's hard to give a good prediction as to how long one's gonna live.
Well, I mean, isn't like they go up to 10 years or something like that?
I have heard, I have met a 25-year-old chicken.
Okay.
I have also, I saw one that was saved from, you know, from the fryer people, and, you know, and it lived to be 3 years, and it had all kinds of problems. So
Yes.
it's hard for me to make
Well,
that prediction
from
for
the
you.
fryer?
I just kind of thought it
Is that like where
about
the
Yeah, somebody had
5
saved.
to 11 years or something like that.
Yeah,
but,
I mean that's a
you know,
good
my cat was 12.
plan.
Well, so she's relatively young, is what I'm saying. So she's not.
She's relatively young, but she's got enough scars
arthritic
to make her a little more arthritic, and those scars can shorten her life as well. There's a lot of healing that
Well,
goes
I
on.
would say anyone that has had a physical injury definitely, you know, has a tendency to whatever. But I had one. She was really sweet pea. Her name was Scruples. That was a Dominica. Anyway, she was super sweet like that. But she and she got injured, but like I have no idea how. Like I don't know what it was. And then that had a hard time healing. And then she
Chicken
just
right
went
here
lame.
doing-
She
There's
went
chicken
lame
going.
really fast and declined, and you know, like that's what I didn't want to have happen, because suddenly she would just stop walking, and that is, you know, that's not a life. And so I just didn't want that to happen again.
Well,
I mean, I don't want to come here once a week either, but I was kind of following
don't.
up because she, well.
How am I gonna build a
I
new
kinda
ring to the
do-
hospital if
I
you
kinda
don't
do,
show
but
up?
not if, yeah. But it's, you know, I am learning all kinds of things, but, I'm reading, and I'll go to TNN, and then you meet other chicken people, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, it's off the market, or whatever. So everybody's kinda got their theories, but diatomaceous, that rooster booster, multi-wormer, well, that's off the market. And that was actually had an antibiotic in it, I think is why they took it off. But you know, old wives' tales, I don't know, everybody talks about apple cider vinegar. I don't know what they're saying, but my husband likes it too. I can tell you something, you know, when I'm talking about the apple cider vinegar with the, I don't know what they call it, like Bragg's, it's got, it's not mother, whatever it is, it's true apple cider vinegar, not like Heinz distilled, it's like kinda got stuff in it when you shake it. But my daughter, one of my kids had a wart on the bottom of her foot. And we Googled, whatever, we just dunked the foot in ACV, you know, for like 5 minutes. It turned black and just went and died.
Right.
And
Well,
it was-
warts are
and
caused
it-
by viruses, and if you change,
That was
viruses are
interesting.
very sensitive to pH, so that makes perfect sense. That
It was
can
good,
happen.
that was good fun facts.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work for the cone in your hands. It was only the cone under the groundwater, whatever they call it. So anyway, that was just a fun fact. But so people talk about putting vinegar in the water. What does that do? Just refreshes the alkalinity.
What worries
that
me
day
is
or something?
I recently,
I mean,
the
I
same
haven't
person
done
I was
that.
talking about just recently with using the 7 Dust, they were using the vinegar in the water, and we ended up getting a generalized fungal or yeast infection in most of our chickens. Because if you think about
Because
it,
of
what
that
makes
too?
vinegar is yeast.
Huh.
So,
And then it's not, and then they're talking about alkalinity or whatever, like, okay, just with health. Do you know what Kanken water is?
Kangen water.
Kangen. It's like super hexagonal or something to absorb it. I don't know what it is. It's all the machines. It's like a water purifier for like $1,000. But it people talk about trying to make the environment real alkaline so cancer can't thrive. Okay, well, whatever. It's going to keep trying to just go back to where it wants to go. But it's been used in Japan for years at like cancer hospitals and stuff. And I just happen to have a Japanese sister-in-law. And so it's kind of, they've been using it for years. But hippies try to sell it. And it's like, I'll make it an alkaline environment so the cancer won't want it. There might be another way to do it, like people are drinking vinegar.
Well, yeah, I've heard
That
this, the
seems like
colloid
opposite.
stuff and the silver stuff. So, I mean, there's a million
But
different
so
theories and treatments.
You don't really think that for the chickens then. Like, I mean, I think it's fun to put things in the water, but, you know, just it's like boosting their immune and all that can't hurt. That has nothing to do with this, but like these things with
I would say stick to the
diatomaceous, it's like
things-
homeopathic.
Yeah,
things.
and homeopathic, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but
Yeah, it's
but
not.
every treatment comes from some homeopathic, antibiotic was, from
Right.
from something that was natural. I like to keep things as natural as possible. I just know the diatomaceous earth has not been working for my patients, and
Well, like with worming, that maybe is kind of preventative to do things in the water, and they say oregano and just all kind of stuff like that. And then
That just
you
attracts
need that
the Italian
chemical
parasites.
to get this to purge it. I mean, that's maybe maintenance or something, but this would just never improve unless you got Panicure or whatever it is.
right. She's much stronger this week than last week. Much
Okay,
stronger.
so just leave it alone. All right, I was just worried because she isn't walking, specifically yesterday. This morning, of course, she's real like, hey, let's go. And I thought, okay, of course. So I did have an opening and thought it's perfect. Okay, this is my other question. Does she think she's okay?
She's getting better.
Yeah, she's
Short of, a whole TBC chemistry and blood work, it's hard for me to sit there and tell you exactly how healthy she is.
Okay, so we covered what you think is the basic parasite and just give it some time and keep doing. Okay. I just wanted to check and make sure.
I think
that,
she's doubled in
got
health.
it.
She's actually,
So that's-
she's thicker. I mean, like I said, she's gained weight since last week.
Okay.
She's standing higher, more proud.
She's
She's a lot
sassy,
more
man.
alert. Her
Mhm.
eyes are clearer.
Okay, I was just checking because when I see her, I'm like, she's the least of all the things